Hello guys, welcome to the Game Ranger Gang channel, and today we have a tournament. It's ПУПСИК ВИЛЯ Cup played on Irinabot. If you haven't played on Irinabot, I suggest you try it. And here there were 15 players signed up, and now there are just 6 left. This is the winner bracket finals. It's a best of 3. We have Randos here in the red with the orc. That is his main race, and the key feature of this tournament is that stronger players have to play random, and Mr. X is one of them, and he got Night Elf. So far standard, the trick for 21 supply here, and creeping the small green camp, getting the ring with the Demon Hunter, and on the other side we have a Blade Master from Jandos and a Grunt. In this tournament there are some very good players. Like first seed, I think it's Lucifer, and he surprisingly went to the lower bracket in the first round. It was a best of 1, so at least you have the winners and lower bracket, so you can have a second chance. And we have Mr. X, he's 2200 I think. We have Dexter, who is approximately there also, Rivendell, and other guys, Mr. Winner, I think. So it's stacked. And all of those players that I mentioned, I think, need to play random. Here we see a mana burn, first engagement, thanks to the sentry wards, placed nicely, so the elf can always see the orc if he creeps anything of this, and blade always going through the middle. The blade bought dust for the archers, and maybe even for those wards, and he bought a circlet. He got one from the shop. These are excellent items from him. And the boots, heavy investment into the early game. The Demon Hunter finds him again, mana burn, and he misses the sentry ward. Oh, he thought it was here. He got mana burned. And yeah, 4 archers here, tier 2. Archers are here defending everything. It's hard to run away from the Blade Master with 2 circlets, Windwalk and boots and a dust. And the Demon Hunter is attacking the base, but here is a Grunt that blocks everything, and the Demon Hunter needs to back off. He is level 2. He sold the scroll of TP and bought Staff of Teleportation and boots. And they're trying just to find each other and letting their attacks unfold. We see 6 archers. This is more than usual. And tier 2 is almost done. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's approximately the same for Randos, with 2 grunts here. He's not going for the 3rd grunt. Might be heavier into tier 2. And here we see the Blade Master getting this. The Demon Hunter was away. I don't think he saw him here, and he cannot reach the item. He has to wing walk out and want the mana stealing. He sold it. That was an excellent item versus the Demon Hunter, but okay, he values the gold more. And here we see the Naga second and straight into the orc base with those 6 archers that we mentioned. And he's gonna cancel maybe tier 2 buildings. We see a TC second. This can be nice. We shall see if it's a shockwave or stomp build. Both are good against the archers. The only issue is mana burn from the DH, so he'll need to be careful. Maybe shockwave is better because of that reason. And the bestiary is under attack. Will it go down? It should. Yeah, it looks like it. And cancelled. The shop is next on the menu. Archers pressured by the blade. The TC comes out. He skilled shockwave. Okay. Heavy damage here to the army. 1 archer falls down, and the Blade Master heals up everything. This poor grunt, due to the cold arrow, maybe gonna die here. Oh, he lives on 40 HP. Safe. And in the back we see an Ancient of War being built. When they uproot and eat some trees, They are stronger than the grunts, but the issue is they're very slow to engage. They will be nice to be a good front line. We see a speed scroll here. Archer traded for a grunt. Dust. Another archer goes down. Another grunt. And more archers go down, and think all of them will die here. Traded for 2 grunts. The Ancient of War is finally up. The Blade is in trouble, but he has the healing potion and the boots. The Demon Hunter is now low. And 4 wisps coming in. Maybe building some ancient protectors or more Ancient of War. But as you can see here, you can kite the Ancient of War. It's pretty problematic to have him engaged into an army that can move. Okay, more grunts here. First Walker is gonna come out, and Spirit Link will be amazing because Elf he can only detonate wisps. We see nice body blocks by the grunts, and the Blade Master following up with the damage. And the Naga is stuck, staffed out. Good reaction, using the staff of teleportation and staffing out the Naga. He bought 2 healing potions. The Ancient of War is cancelled. The next one is focused, and Demon Hunter is here alone, getting the mana burns. Even the peons go in for the Spirit Link and some additional damage. Okay, a grunt goes down, but he's denied. The Demon Hunter uses 1 healing potion. He's just buying time for the Naga to get back, I guess. Repair from the wisps. And this Ancient of War, will it go down? He's definitely buying a lot of time. The Blade is hurt again. He will need to go for more. And the wisp block for the grunt kill. Will he go down? And yeah, he goes down. Okay, Naga in the kill. And 4 archers again, focusing the Blade. But the problem here is Spirit Link. It's currently not applied to the Blade. Maybe it was dispelled. But these units are way tankier, splitting the damage 4 ways. Okay, another grunt goes down, but the shop also went down. Detonate, dispels the Spirit Link. Walkers don't have mana, nothing has mana. Nice choke here by Mr. X. And the peons are ones that are focused now. And the Ancient of War goes down. It wasn't cancelled, it was killed. The Demon Hunter staffed out on 50 HP. The Blade, Archer block, and Blade survives on 20. Demon Hunter on 50. And this Ancient of War is still gonna go down. Maybe if he built some Ancient Protectors in the back, this would be better. The Archer goes down to the crit. Staff in from the Demon. He bought another potion of healing. They're drinking all game. The Demon Hunter and the Blade in trouble. Blade uses the heal potion, and now the elf heroes are hurt. He needs to retreat. 1 heal potion remaining. Focus on the Demon, focus on the Blade. The Blade has nothing to save himself. Mana burn, and he's dead. More wisps come in. Naga is safe, but she triggers the Murlocs, and ensnares and poison are gonna come. The TC is in trouble. He's close to level 2, and he gets it from this archer. Aura unlocked. Maybe a wisp block here. And too late. And all the archers are going down. 1 is remaining, and she's not long for this world. Naga is out of the fight. Demon Hunter also very hurt. 40 HP. Kills a grunt, 20 HP, and stepped out. Naga on 40 HP. I mean, these guys have no chill. The Murlocs ensnare a grunt, and all the elf needs to abandon this push. He cancels all the AoEs and is focused on getting the Blade back. And he's actually close to level 3. He was barely level 2 when the Blade died, and now he's about to reach level 3. Not sharing experience is the key, so you can always kill your hero and level up the other one. The bestiary is up. We have ensnares now. It's time for recovery. And what does the Night Elf have? All the moon wells are dry. No tier 2 buildings. He needs to Yeah, he doesn't even have a Huntress Hall, so he couldn't have gone for Ancient Protectors. He buys all the mercs, all the Pokemons are his, and this is gonna be an all-in push, I guess. Or maybe he'll expand, but you really cannot compete with archers and mercs against this army if they grow in numbers. Oh, he denies this High Priest. But okay, Demon Hunter is level 3, Naga is close to level 3. And on the other side, TC, the Shockwave will hit like a truck. Level 2 Shockwave, and the Blade Master level 3 with the level 2 Windwalk. There is no level 2 crit. He got the Invul Potion, the Heal Scroll. He's scouting a bit for some expos, yeah, and creeping. And the armies meet here. 4 Wisps pulled. If the TC was quicker, he could have shockwaved them and they would all die instantly. But they live. Invul Potion and Scroll of Healing also on the elf side. Mr. X got a Sobi Mask. Excellent item for the Naga. And the Orc is recovering and preparing for a defense here. Ancient of War finishes. And we can expect more. Yeah, now the Orc sees him. I think he was trying to creep this for some reason. And Ensnare, Healing Potion, Invul Potion, surrounded, staffed out. Nice sequence of events. Both players quick on the fingers and nice wall off here basically. The Muddy needs to slow down and needs to go to be a backline, but he gets ensnared and lives a short life. Okay, the TC is out of mana now. The Blade is slowed by the Muddy. That was his last wish to ensnare the Blade Master. And the Blade Master is focused, but he has the Heal Scroll. Fork Lightning, slowed, and he uses the Heal Scroll. And the Elf army is non-existent, and 1-0 for Jandos. Game 2 here, and we see Jandos on the top of Secret Valley. Barracks, again, Blade Master. Okay, I don't see the shop yet, but he's setting a Scout Peon to see what his opponent is. And the shop is here. Okay, he wants to creep this, I guess, and then go. Or maybe come back to this later. And he's scouting what his opponent is, and Mr. X, as he's random, he got human. Okay, and an Archmage. Okay, so no MK shenanigans or a Palo rifle or stuff like that. Jando sees this, he sees the 3 farms, he sees the tower here, and Mr. X is moving in to creep this. This is the newer version of the Secret Valley. There is no poison creeps here. This is good for militia and any race if you want to creep this better without suffering heavy HP losses. So you could go for expo plays and stuff like that. We see Jandos moving across. He sold the TP. He didn't buy anything from the shop. Maybe it just now finished, and he bought a circlet. Okay, the grunt is here trying not to get surrounded, and immediately he is on AM. The arcane tower is finished here. More footmans. 3 farms only. This might be a tech. And AM is close to level 2. He got the circlet as well. He didn't bought his, he earned it for combat. And Blade is trying to steal here, but this is good play around. Okay, the creeps, and they are saying something. Maybe some trash talking, baiting. And the Blade needs to get out, and he stole the Huntsman. Okay, and pressuring again the AM, but he gets the level 2, and with that the aura has been unlocked. And actually the Nightcrawler goes into the shadows, and the human will need to wait for daytime so he can creep him. Okay, the human is moving across the map, maybe trying to go for the shop, but gets blocked by the raccoon. And we see here attack, 3 burrows as before. The Blade is harassing the footman, but he doesn't know where the Archmage is. He lost track of him, and Archmage bought dust and boots of speed here, creeping the small green camp. Meanwhile, the Blade is returning a favor, doing the same thing here, but this favors the AM. Okay, Cloak of Shadows, additional invisibility I guess, during night, and a Cloak of Shadows here. This can be excellent if the AM is focused. He can use it to survive longer, and footmen are moving across. He's not close to level 3, he cannot creep anything with the militia, so he's going for the level 2 push. And the only target here is the burrows. He was maybe expecting a faster tech, but he saw the grunt at the beginning, and he's focusing the burrow. Randos needs to repair this fast. It's getting hard, but he did make it in time. He's pressuring the Archmage, he'll have to back off, and with that, burrow is safe. We see an observer left. Okay, and the bottom mantle is down, Blade is closer to level 3. Tier 2 is done, Shadow Hunter is the hero of choice. And what will the tech be? Tier 2 buildings, Spirit Lodge, Bestiary, okay, standard orc. Blade Master chasing some footmen here. And for the human, MK, Arcane Vault, and there is no, okay, now Arcane Sanctums here. Shop is in a weird position, I just want to say that I don't like this, but okay. And the Archmage has lost the Blade again. He's gonna creep this, and this will be the level 3. This is a bit hard, especially if you get creep jacked, but I guess this is fine. The Blade Master is seeking his level 2. Shadow Hunter getting the items from the shop, and buildings are almost finished. Here we see the power build with 2 peasants each. And this will be close to level 3. I don't think it will be. It shouldn't. Yeah. The middle shop is being crept here. He didn't pull out the Ogre Magi with the Hex, he's creeping it straight up. He didn't even pull the camp. He's face tanking it, so he'll need to regen up more. But he'll get it eventually. Meanwhile, the human is creeping the expo. Will he place it down? He's supply stuck right now. He doesn't have the gold for it. He's queuing Sork, MVs, Priest, Adept training also for the Dispel. Archmage is finally level 3. Wand of Illusion, excellent item to stop some hero focus and maybe force some hexes. Shadow Hunter mana. Boots of Speed on the Dwarf, MK, I like that. And the militia are retreating here. He's gonna creep his shop here. Meanwhile, the Blade Master and Shadow Hunter are going for their level 3. You should maybe creep the Shadow Hunter solo and let the Blade, but I guess level 2 critical strike is important, definitely. He didn't buy any items from the shop, but he has the bigger Invul Potion. And he's gonna creep this. This will be very hard for the Okami. He doesn't have any anti-air. He has the Raider maybe with the Ensnare, but he can hit it with the Walker. It has magic damage, but he's taking extra damage for this, and it's gonna be a slow creep here. And the human got the heal scroll, greater healing potion, nice. And he's looking strong now, gonna get this Raider, just walks into him. He's microing here, trying to save the Walker, Robe of the Magi. This is excellent, more mana regen. And the shop is going down, pretty exposed. He might even creep this for MK level 3. But it seems he wants to push. We can see here on the minimap, militia train coming. They're gonna put some towers down, maybe a shop. And Blade is going for the items. The War Mill in a strange position. It finished. and is instantly dead. So no towers, no demolishers of such, no Kodo beasts also. And yeah, the burrows are going down. There is no repair, and even if there was, it will be hard to, it would be hard to hold this. The blade is finally back, but only one burrow is gonna remain. No chance that this is gonna. And he TP's out. He could have actually maybe killed this also and then TP, but he didn't want to risk it, losing more army. He lost one priest for 3 burrows, I think. So Rando is stuck at 20. He has 49 supply. He doesn't have a shop. He's rebuilding the war mill, and he now has the lumber for 1 burrow. It's gonna take a lot more time, a lot of time. The red spot, crystal ball, the worst item, but at least you can use it against the blade when he is wind walking. And this is surely gonna be MK level 3. Breaker stealing some bloodlust here. They might have a mana issue later on for the spirit link, but okay. Orc is in a really rough spot here. And by the way, Mr. X needs to win this, of course, because he lost the first game, in order to make this go to the decider game, game 3. Blade Master is across the map. He was looking for an expo, I guess, and that's not the case. He would be happy to see this, but it's just a push, and the Walker healed. MK illusions here, but he knows which one is real. Okay, slow dispelled. That was strange. So, bashes from the illusions. Okay, don't work, but they have the animation. Okay, bolt on the Blade Master. He's focusing the breaker. You should focus the Sorks maybe, or the priests. Scroll of protection used. Everything is slowed in the Orkami. And they're fighting delusions, are soaking a bunch of damage. Yeah, Grunt goes down. Priest is even tankier than the Blade Master in this situation. The Blade Master needs to use the big evil potion. He has the Stonebolt, but he calls the GG, and we go to game number 3. Nice push. Okay guys, it's game 3. Jandos versus Mr. X. And we're on Twisted Meadows. Here we have Jandos with York, and we shall see what Mr. X is. If you can see on minimap, we cannot see Mr. X because we didn't have an observer on this game, and if we switch off the fog of war, it will kick us, it will think that we are hacking or something like that. And now Jandos is scouting with the peon, and he will see what Mr. X is. We can see Mr. X is doing the same, and it's an orc mirror. This might favor Jandos because he's an orc main, and I don't know what Mr. X is. And we can see Blade Masters from both sides. Heavy damage here, a ring of protection, +2, not so good, but I mean it's something against the blade. Both players know where each other are. We see tech, 2 burrows and a barracks. From Jandos the same. And what did he get? He bought the circlet and got the gauntlets. I think he's going for the small green camps. These are also the green, but I will rate them as yellow or brown camps. Okay. He got another gauntlet. This is okay, I mean, not what you really want, but yeah. More grunts. And meanwhile, Mr. X is pushing the base. He's gonna kill a peon maybe here. And he's gonna steal this away. No. Okay. He turns back. He's trying to find Jandos. This is crazy on this map. Blade Masters trying to find each other. They can both go invis and avoid each other. And now Jandos is here. He also saw that Mr. X is here, but Mr. X went away. He might try to get some mercenary help here. This is excellent in mirrors. He cannot really pull the raw golem out. He's gonna take a lot of damage, but there is no way that Jandos will scout this. He'll need to have a grunt all the time finding the Blade Master, but they're using all their grunts to farm. Jandos tech on 60%, and actually Mr. X tech is quite, yeah, 70-80%, quite faster. Okay, Mantle of Intelligence and Wand of Mana Stealing can be good. Shadow Hunter is stealing away mana for additional hexes and heal waves. So that will be a huge swing. Basically you deny your opponent's spell and have a spell of your own. So 2 spell advantage. Okay. And Blade Master here from Jandos is gonna get level 3 and 4 grunts here. He's going very heavy on grunts. The tech is almost finished. And Mr. X is doing, this is risky, but he gets rewarded. He gets the Lion Horde of Stormwind. And nice experience. But this was like in front of your opponent's base. He doesn't have the respect. And Jandos is here. In the base, there is no wall off. Of course, you cannot do that. And he's gonna cancel this. He has so much damage with these 2 circlets and Gloves of Haste. And he cancels the Spirit Lodge, so the tech advantage for Mr. X is gone. He's even gonna cancel this, you cannot save this. Meanwhile, Mr. X is coming back. The army is here, but everything is a bit hurt. And this is huge economical damage done. There can be some hex, and Jandos needs to back off. Now he's dusted hex, chased a bit, but he can easily, with the boots, also walk this off. Now Mr. X is restarting this. He needed to pull some peons off, gold and lumber, and we can say that Jandos has the upper hand right now. His tech buildings are gonna be out, and he's not. He doesn't need to defend them. That is the point I'm trying to make. And here he is canceling it over and over again, forcing the army, forcing the heroes back. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter here will start creeping and have the level advantage. Now he's starting it. He hacks this. Okay, a little frog. I almost didn't see it. And Mr. X dusted the blade again. He has one more windwalk. You really cannot do much against the blade without raiders. If there was some ensnares, there will be potential for a hero kill, but like this you can temporarily block him off with a war mill or something like that and then kill him off, but that will be hard. Now the buildings are finished and Shadow Hunter is trying to get the other mercenary camp. If he goes for both mercenaries, that would be a huge advantage. Since he lost his tech units, right? He can here go for the Mud Golem to have slow. We know how humans love that. And Ogre Mauler is pricey, but he can be like a grunt, I guess. And Jandos is level 2 already. He sees now that the big guy is missing here, but this will be a nice experience. And the blade is of course back in the base. He cannot cancel the buildings anymore, but he's killing peons and forcing them off of gold. He doesn't have anything to save himself. He doesn't have a staff, a TP, and he's just denying mining here. Meanwhile, Mr. X is forced to march, I guess, to find the Shadow Hunter and the army, and he does find him here. Let's see if he can do something. Okay, he's focusing to grunt. And Mr. X, while he's doing this, the blade now realizes, yeah, he killed another peon. And this grunt is gonna go down. There is a speed scroll, nice, used. There is a healing scroll also. Hex on the Raider, he became a chicken. And the Shadowhunter surround, almost. Janus Blade Master is finally here. And yeah, he overcommitted to this chase and now he's losing units. He surrounded the Shadowhunter. Can he kill him? Heal wave, and he has the heal scroll also. We also have backpack for some reason. Okay, Mr. X is committing to the Shadowhunter, but he has the heal wave and the heal scroll still, as we mentioned. And he just lost all of his army. The blade is surrounded, he needs to win walk out. Try to get the Shadowhunter. The blade is low. He has the evil potion, but I think this is GG. He cannot recover, and yeah. Jandos advances to the Grandfinals. We shall see who his opponent is. And Mr. X will need to fight, I think, a best of 3. Let's see how the lower bracket is doing. Okay, so here we have Zizo versus Sting on Turtle Rock. They're both undead mages. We see a DK with the blue Zizo and the standard build. Graveyard, okay, and a front ziggurat for the Nerubian. And they're scouting each other. They're first scouting the close positions. I think this is fixed in newer versions. You cannot really spawn next to each other, but I guess here on Arena you can. And we see a DK mirror and a more defensive base layout from Sting. They're still scouting each other here. I don't know who is the favorite here. I would guess Zizo, but we shall see. Sting lost, I think, the first game. Actually, no, he defeated me. Then he defeated, here is the bracket actually. Sting defeated me, then defeated Jeff, and then lost to Shandos. And he's playing in the lower bracket, best of 1 versus Zizo. Okay, they found each other. The acolytes are here for the steals. They're playing around it, and he gets it. On the other side is the same. Okay, nice. But Sting actually took a lot more damage on his DK, has the Cloak of Shadows, and he's chasing the acolyte. Meanwhile, Zizo is creeping here. He can use the coil, and he gets claws attack. This would be excellent for the Lich. Gauntlets also bonus damage during creeping in the early phase. And Sting is now late, and here's the annoying acolyte all the time. He can even pull the creeps. Circlet, okay, excellent item. Yeah, the acolyte is blocking and hitting all the time. Meanwhile, his acolyte is here also. We see a fiend, and yeah, it's the same. Tech timings, Sting is a bit ahead. 3 ghouls, and a ziggurat is okay. Now he finally takes care of that acolyte, but he lost a lot of time and a lot of health. 150 health remaining, but at least he has the acolytes to tank. The fiend is taking some damage, and Zizo's gone into the base to get the second rod of necromancy and get more skeletons. He is going maybe to creep this or maybe attack. Both players have the aura, of course, level 3, and this is looking bad now. The army is out of position, and there is no Nerubian tower. But I mean, this fiend can get surrounded. Maybe he's attacking the acolytes. Oh, and Sting started the camp. He didn't see this at all. He's gonna lose one acolyte here for sure. Maybe a coil. Oh, and the coil misses. That means the second acolyte is gonna go down, and at least he gets the corpses. But he has the scout one. He needs to coil this one. Okay, good. And needs to micro them. Another one falls. 3 remaining, but the tech is done. The fiend. Okay. And Zizo backs off. 3 fiends against 2. Denies the skeleton. Nicely done. And yeah, this is a heavy blow. He needs to remake 2 acolytes, and Zizo is keeping track of him. And he's moving to creep maybe this, or wait for the Lich. He's gonna pull it, and yeah, or he's just gonna straight creep it. This is a chance for Sting to maybe steal it. Nice. The item, oh, very, very good. He needs to TP out. This is excellent. The DK couldn't reach. This is a nice comeback from Sting. And he gets the remainder of this experience here. It seems like he stole it, but the experience says otherwise. I think Zizo got it. And he's going maybe for the green spot or the red spot. Second item, maybe here. Yeah, he's really low. He has the healing potion. And a scout from Prestige. Sees the tech here, sees everything. And on the other side we see here a tier 3, but there is nothing yet. The slaughterhouse may be coming now. Okay. But this is way later. And the Lich is late. This guy has some XP already. On Turtle Rock it's important to creep the middle camps. Zizo Acolyte wasn't so much in danger. He had that nice regen on the Blight. And yeah, he's creeping this. Meanwhile, Sting wants to have that. On this patch we have the sentry wards. And this is basically part why I lost my game against him. He stole that, he creepjacked me, and he saw my movement everywhere. But he played much better than I did. No, the Fiend needs to be saved. 10 HP. Ah, no, he dies. Rip Fiend. This is a huge loss. Okay, Zizo gets the greater mana here, level 3. Lich is close to level 2. And here, Sting actually sold the item. Or did he pick it up with the Lich? Maybe Boots of Speed was the item. Still, this is an old patch. And he pulls this. But Zizo is much faster. He's gonna get 2 consumables and maybe contest this camp afterwards. And that Fiend hurt, but Sting has the TP. We shall see. The tech timings are about the same, but Ziz already has the statue out because of the delayed slaughterhouse, and he will go into nowhere here, and he'll be scouted by the ward. This is great for Sting. He knows exactly where his opponent is right now, and he can creep this in peace. I mean, you don't want to creepjack in an undead mirror, especially. He has more HP and more better items. Scroll the beast also. He pulls the red camp, and the DK is going for the Dark Ranger, perhaps. Yeah. Silence first. No skeletons. The same for Sting. Zizo is trying to steal this. And meanwhile, the Lich is gonna get level 3 from this camp. And he needs to watch out. And I don't think he stole it. The item, no, we cannot see it here. I think the experience has gone to the Lich and the DK. Yeah, definitely. And he got the item. So a coil wasted, but he was anyways creeping here. He might try to expand. And yeah, they're just creeping the map, not willing to contest. Zizo doesn't know Sting lost the Fiend and how low on HP he was and how much he delayed him with the statues. I mean, he knows around about, but he doesn't want to risk it. He also knows there's a ward here, so he'll be scouted if he goes aggressively, and Sting can just evade him, and he will lose precious creeping time. Lich is level 3, Dark Ranger is 2, Decay close to 4, and almost the same on the other side. think, yeah, this is a mistake. Sting doesn't know that Zizo is here. He's gonna get the red spot before Sting gets to him. He's scouting with the skeleton now. And gets level 4. The item, rune bracers. Yeah, it's rune braces from the red camp. This is strange, but okay. I didn't know it dropped here. And he gets the healing rune. Dark Ranger may be in trouble. Something was silenced. And Sting backs off. Zizo is pulling ahead. Rune bracers are excellent because you have the nuke on the other side with the Nova, at least against that. And I think destroyers, right, also get reduced. Scouts again. Zizo is preparing to break upkeep with the destroyers and additional units. Meanwhile, Sting is at 50. He's gone for the Temple of the Damned with Banshees, Adept Training, okay. And the Acolyte is going to build a Ziggurat or something. This is strange movement, okay. And Sting gets the other red spot. Meanwhile, Zizo is preparing to attack his base. First, steal this turtle away. Check for the expo, I guess. And level 4 for Zizo. Lich is close to level 4. Dark Ranger level 3. And he's ready to attack with the Destro bust or something like that. Meanwhile, Sting is not in the position. The DK is only here, I think, to sell the cloak and buy the orb, or yeah, the Lich doesn't have the orb and Zizo has everything ready. He's taking care of the ghouls. This is excellent for the lumber because Sting only has 3 ghouls from the start. So one goes down and others are hurt. And he is taking them off the lumber. And here we see Destroyer morphs. One has mana. And finally Sting has the Orb of Corruption. And the Banshees come out. Anti-magic is great, it's undispellable. Zizo's Fiend goes down. Silence on the DK. Focuses another Fiend. Coils this one. But the Destroyer falls down, the statue falls down. Okay, another Destroyer. This is a Bloodbath. Nice saves from Zizo. Dust used. He's gonna get those Fiends maybe. I'm not sure who is winning here. Yeah, there is no dust. Oh, there is no dust from Sting. Actually, there is. Okay, but the Fiends are far in the back. Zizo loses another Destroyer. Zizo is ahead in supply. And this Fiend is gonna go down too, maybe. Coil. Great. He has the aura, at least, for extra move speed, so he can micro better. And attack speed, dealing more damage. DK in trouble. Heals one Fiend, but the other one might go down. Zizo has the healing potion and the TP. Another Fiend goes down, some skeletons. Here, there is no Fiends to dispel this. And Zizo is diving deep. There is no more mana on the Lich. He can eat a ghoul or something like that. And needs to coil. Oh, and it's too late. And this should be GG. If Zizo doesn't overcommit here, but I mean, he's gonna get this Destroyer. He gets the Banshee. And the Orb of Corruption is no longer on table because the Lich is dead. Maybe if he doesn't coil this. But now the lumber is going down. This will hurt if he even survives this push. And Zizo is still sieging. He has a lot of mana on the DK. That big mana potion was great. Dark Ranger in trouble. Needs to get healed. And she's stuck by the skeleton, by the ghoul. Invul potion. Okay. Destroyer webbed. DK in trouble. And Zizo is gonna just clean this up. Dark Ranger is surrounded. And dead. GG. Well played. Zizo advances. Okay, so here we have Dexter versus Lucifer. And they're both random because of the tournament rules. Let's see what they get. Human for Lucifer in the gray. And in the purple, Dexter with the Night Elf. So far standard. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. These are the two favorites to win the tournament. So let's see. I don't think I've ever saw Lucifer play with human. I know his brother with the MK. Maybe he stole some tactics from him, we shall see. Here, this is the normal creep route. And the keeper versus random, okay. And a whisk scout to confirm. And it's the archmage. No MK, unfortunately. Will we see a tech build or an expo? After they both confirm the races of each other. But yeah. Maybe he sparred a lot with Thunder. I mean, Lucifer is an experienced player. He definitely knows this race. It doesn't matter if it's his main or not. And we're playing for fun, basically. Okay, creeping. Keeper almost out. I'm gonna guess that this might be a double expo game. But we shall see. Keeper likes to expand with the treants. This is nearby. And we see a pool here on the lab. Nice. And this is not gonna be contested. The wisp cannot detonate here. It will be ensnared probably. At this point it's low at health. And the keeper is rushing across. Okay, maybe to creep the green spot here. He cannot be here in time. Footman took a lot of damage. Oh, and an ensnare. This is gonna be additional damage to the peasants, but luckily keeper stops to creep here for the level 2. I mean, he needs the entangle, right? So there is no point in rushing for the treants. And Archmage gets a useless item against this hero. It can do something a bit of the entangle damage, but that is not much. It's gonna be more gold, but he's happy with that. He mainly wants experience. And this might be a tech play. We see more peasants. We'll need maybe a fourth farm, but players also like nowadays to go just for the free farm tech. And here we see a fight. The footman goes down due to the entangle and treants. Another one. He's getting closer to level 3. Then you really need to be scared. And Summoner's War, 2 treants against 2 water elementals. One expires, and keeper basically traded mana and health for 2 footy kills. This could be useful maybe to creep this or something before they expire, since they're too slow to chase around. Okay, Dexter is having some issues, I mean. I think something went wrong. Okay, he's joking about it, and Lucifer is intercepting, but keeper is evading. He'll be far from the base. Maybe gonna catch some arcane tower hits. Almost. Oh yeah, into range. Okay, so here is the tech. Huntress Hall just in time, and tech here on the other side, but it's way later. Did he forget this, or what happened here? Maybe he was deciding for the expo. He might even do it. I don't know how good that is, but he has the lumber nicely. He didn't lose any peasants. And split creeping here. Arch is doing it solo, but keeper is gonna join them, and he's probably gonna creep the lab if the human allows this. But I don't think so, because he's gonna now be level 3, and that signals an attack on the Night Elf. Okay, lores are coming up. This is exposed, and yeah, Lucifer has the boots. He's gonna go the sneaky route around, and at the perfect time, because the keeper is creeping here. This, I think for sure this will be cancelled, but I mean, you can detonate 3 wisps maybe, and go for some entangles right now on the elemental, on the archmage maybe, if you want to save this. And it goes down. This is huge. Scourgebone Chimes, Vampiric Aura for the bears will be insane. Okay, Dispel, nice, gets the 2. Has the level 3. Surround, perhaps. Oh, he gets out. Yeah, needed to move that archer, but it's hard to do with these guys, they're so slow. And the Age of the War should go down here if he doesn't do something. Like, click on the keeper. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's great for defense, buffer building to scout. Like, put it here in the middle. Archers don't have improved bows, I think. And Naga second. This is nice. This is gonna be good against bears and archers now. And we see a panda from Dexter. Okay. He needs to creep it. I had a game yesterday. I chose panda instead of a naga. And he really needs that level 3 or something like that. But I mean, now it's good against the footies, against the rifles. There is no dispel in this army. So he needs his timing, but without levels he's getting blocked. But this rifle will surely go down. But there is no more mana. Okay, nice. Gets a footman also. How good is the archer micro? And we see here Naga coming into effect, picking them one by one. And the Naga is in trouble. She has the TP, she has the boots. I think he wants to get another archer. Footy, archer traded. Okay, and he's here. He doesn't have a shop, but the priest is coming up. And he freed the base. Militia call is also good. Panda has one more breath, that is basically it. And the first priest goes down. This is important for this spell. Okay, the second one is here, and with that the Naga is safe. Luckily Keeper doesn't have the mana. He used a lot on Treants, and on the other side tier 3 is coming. We see Abolish now coming. This is the standard play. 2 Dryads into Abolish and getting the middle camp. Meanwhile, Lucifer is creeping small green, maybe afraid of the keeper a bit. I mean, it's also, everything is empty, he can creep this maybe. Now he's finding him here, and keeper has the boots, maybe he can kill this dryad. There is no staff yet, and there is Naga slow for the panda to take some additional damage, but the dryads are fast and they escape. Still no dispel on the priests. It's coming, and militia are coming, so this is gonna be a tier 2 tower push, which is practically the standard, one of the few choices that you can do. You can maybe make an expo and also go tier 3, but here we see the fight. Rifle goes down for Dryad. This is a great trade for the Night Elf. The panda, Breath of Fire, kills another rifle, and where is the priest? Okay, this is a good exchange for now, but the Night Elf is in a tough spot. He's going for bears, tier 3, but the keeper might be stuck here. He needs to uproot or TP. The panda is in trouble, the dryad is dying. And yeah, he just doesn't have the enough of an army to get out of this. Okay, keeper gets out. Oh, but he dies with the TP. The moon wells are empty, there is no shop, and the panda is low. This is GG. Well played. The lower bracket semifinals here. This is Lucifer, and he's playing Orc. He got it on random. That is a requirement for the stronger players of this tournament. And he's playing versus Zizo on the top with his main race Undead. And we shall see how this goes. The winner of this plays Mr. X, and then the winner of that plays in the finals. Okay, Zizu is preparing to kill this innocent sheep to get 2 skeletons. Somehow you can get 2 human bodies from 1 sheep, but I guess it's like kinda sacrifice. And we see a Blade Master and the fast tech from Lucifer here. Zizo will be late to scout this if he wanted to go for some tower push or some ghouls in the base to punish this, since there is no barracks, there is no second burrow. This is quite squishy for now, but I'm sure Lucifer can defend against that also. And Aziz is going for the DK. He now sees that his opponent is Orc. He chose a neutral build anyways, so he's gonna get 3 ghouls maybe into a fiend, or he's gonna go for more ghouls. Ghouls are great against Orc. Orc really seems to have a problem with that. And now he's creeping. He's doing this nicely and he's moving away. He just got the item. Meanwhile, Lucifer got the items and bought a circlet as well. And he's going to attack Zizo right away. Accidentally, Zizo triggers the creeps, loses 1 skeleton, and now the blade is on him. But Zizo is walking into nowhere. He can maybe creep this camp and this camp. Others will be hard. And I think Lucifer is gonna go for the base. Zizo already has the tower. This ziggurat should be cancelled. Like 1 hit on the Acolyte for the Windwalk. And he can also, I mean, he can kill the Acolyte, no problem, with the speed scroll. This is how you do it. And he's going for more. Meanwhile, Zizo is not in the base. But this blade has 1 more Windwalk, and he cannot kill anything else. Zizo is gonna sell the TP. Or can he hold this with 1 Acolyte missing? Maybe if he saves this one, this will be good. Zizo is running back. And this Acolyte is gonna be coiled due to the slow from the tower. This is some mining time lost. We see here 11,500 gold left, and on the other side, yeah, 250. Actually, 200 gold difference, not so bad. Zizo will sell the town portal, and here we have a tower. Okay, the first fiend is out. The blade is low, but he's trading. He can always heal. There is no more coils that he needs to fear. Zizo is just shy, and some skele blocks, nice, but yeah, he runs away. There'll be a coil not so soon. Zizo really needs that low too. He's going for more fiends, and yeah, he's gonna sell the TP, I think. And what is... oh, he's going straight tier 3. Okay, he's playing heroes only, or what? Yeah, he has the Shadow Hunter, and he doesn't have the gold. This is quite interesting. Maybe he queued something here. Okay, a bestiary. Maybe some wyverns. I'm not sure. I think it will be raiders. Okay, 2 bestiaries here. He's really prioritizing only the experience gain on this Blade Master. I don't think there's any reason to go for this. Or did he forget? I don't know. Maybe Zizo can cancel this with the skeletons, but the Shadow Hunter is here and he's gonna go for the Hex. Yeah. And this is safe, especially with the tower. And Zizo is rebuilding. He's going for the... there are some pings. Yeah, he's going for the Lich. He'll soon have the gold for the slaughterhouse. And he will be supply stack after this. And in the end it was, yeah, 500, 600 gold difference of the Acolyte missing. He needed to remake him, and all that time accumulated. But the way Lucifer is playing this, Zizo can maybe win. Here is the first wyvern, and Zizo already has the fiends. But yeah, he's not tier 3. That doesn't mean much. He can go for the tier 2 push and still have the web. Okay, the item Wand of Illusion, excellent. Talisman of Evasion, excellent. Blade is level 2. Shadow Hunter level 1. I think I would rather be undead at this point, but I mean, the problem is Lucifer doesn't have the gold. He has some map control. He's gonna creep this, as we see often, with the Hex creep manipulation, and Zizu sees this now. Does he have the web ready? No, he's not even researching it. Now he sees, and now it's too late. Okay, he focuses the Shadow Hunter, coil, but speed scroll, and he escapes. Okay. The creeping continues. Zizo needs that level 3 ASAP. Web is almost finished. The slaughterhouse is here. Zizo is getting closer to tier 3, I guess. And what is Lucifer doing? More burrows, since he's supply stuck after this. He has the Venom Spirits, of course. He's gonna... Oh, nice, Boots of Quel'Thalas. And he's gonna buy the Orb of Lightning. But he only has 3 Wyverns, and he needs those level 3s also. Okay, did Zizo waste a Nova? Maybe he did. But he now knows this is an illusion. He gets the item. Healing wards. This is nice. Especially because his statues are late. And yeah, he's just going for more fiends and more statues. You cannot really do anything else. You can go for some Gargs, but if all the fiends are webbed, nice Wand of Illusion. This should be maybe in front, but who am I to judge? This is Lucifer playing, and he's going for the attack. Okay, now he's, yeah, as we expected, he's gonna put them in front, and the fiends are gonna web. Nice, 2 webs, and the third one hexed. This was dispelled by the Orb of Lightning, and he needs to TP out now. The Lich, and he dies, and the fiends are left behind. I think Lucifer is just, yeah, GG, well played. Okay guys, so here we have the lower bracket finals of the Wheel tournament on Irinabot. Here we have Lucifer, and the thing with this tournament is that the stronger players need to go for random. So in this case, Lucifer unfortunately got human. We did see a human game from him previously. We'll see what he goes for now. And on the other side, we have Mr. X, or Matte Attack, whatever. He's also a strong player, and he also got human, so it's a human mirror. This will be interesting to see. I think both players are going for the Archmage. Yeah, we shall see if they go for the Expo, or do they prefer a tier 2 tech. They don't know it's a human mirror, so they need to scout. You send this peasant to scout, or a footman probably. Yeah, on the other side, Lucifer is sending the footman across to scout. Meanwhile, Mr. X is gonna pull this camp or creep this. This is, he'll scout, I think, whatever the opponent's race is by just doing that. So a lot of players like to send the militia scout, but with that you lose lumber, and that is just not good. Okay, we see creeping here, and actually Lucifer, sorry, is going for the Expo. He scouts now that his opponent is human. Maybe Mr. X didn't see that, and perhaps he will go for level 3 with this creep route into the gold mine, into the Expo, but he needs to scout this. This is important. If this Expo comes up uncontested, it will be a huge problem. He needs to produce peasants, and on the other side, yeah, he's maybe gonna go for the later tech, but he has the better creep route for level 3, I guess. Oh, he pulls the peasants back. He doesn't have enough lumber. Maybe he'll want to go for the tech also since he saw a human. Okay, split creeping here. Excellent. This will speed everything up. I don't think he will go for this camp. He will just go across and harass this base. This arcane tower is very exposed. You would want to have a farm here or something to prevent direct footman attacks. And now Lucifer is split creeping here, but as we can see, his level 3 is not yet to be found. He needs to get this, and he gets it. Okay, and creeping this without losing any militia. This will be level 3, so he can defend properly. We see basically 4 footmen with this 5th one against 5 footmen and an arcane tower. So Mr. X has 2 water elementals, and Lucifer will have 1 after the cooldown, but he has gone for the item, okay? And this water elemental will feed experience if he doesn't deny it. Almost. And solid experience lead for now, but it's not that much. And do we see, yeah, nice shop coming up here. 3 water elementals. We didn't talk about the items, big healing and gauntlet of strength. Now this arcane tower does nothing against the archmage because he doesn't have mana. He should switch the focus and he needs to repair right now. This is too late actually. But these are perfect items, and on the other side we have some damage and a bit more mana. So, but there is no arcane tower and these peasants are hurt. He needs to pull militia. This is additional gold and lumber, and greater healing will be excellent, but he doesn't even need to use it. He can go to the base and heal up here. He saved all the footmen. He can go for an expo on his own. Techs are about the same. This is lagging for me a bit. Okay. We see here now the tech is done. MKs are coming up. But we can see the lumber difference perhaps. Yeah, we have it all here actually. We can see a huge lumber difference and more peasants for Mr. X. He's healing now. He's not in a good position. Maybe get some cancels here, but now he's falling back in time. Okay. He really doesn't want his archmage to get this cancelled. And sentry wars are insane here. Both players have them, I think. Or what is it? Yeah, both players have sentry wards. I don't think these are in range, and Lucifer just needs to back off. He's in a terrible spot now. He is power building a sanctum. He'll have both sanctums ready. Meanwhile, yeah, everything is quicker here. You can even go for the expo or tier 3 perhaps. And now this MK is faster to the field. Yeah, he saved the hurt footman and killing extra ones. He wants to surround the archmage, and he might just get it. Counter block from the MK. Oh, this archmage might go down, and he goes down due to the stone bolt and a TP out. Okay, this was a mistake, but it was hard to predict. He really needed to use that healing potion. Okay, he's not stuck. He is not a human main, so he doesn't get stuck in his base. And we see this build coming out, but still everything is faster. The level 3 archmage kill and the tavern revive is expensive. Let's look at experience. Yeah, he's still ahead, and this will equalize, I think, but we shall see, because Lucifer is not pulling his archmage back. He wants that level 4, I guess, for the brilliance aura level 2. Meanwhile, Mr. X is prioritizing the MK. He pulls the militia back. No expo attempts here. Maybe if he didn't lose the Archmage. And Lucifer is creeping here, getting some militia in, but he's already low on lumber. He doesn't need so much. He's building a... Ah, okay, the blacksmith for the upgrades, I see. On the other side, blacksmith also coming up. They want to stay on 50 and get those upgrades up. And yeah, both players see everything that the other is doing. They just want to prevent some stuff. And yeah, Lucifer is walking into no man's land. Meanwhile, X has already crept this camp and is taking both middle camps. He got the healing wards. This is very nice. I'm not sure on this patch if they can be stolen by breakers. Maybe with this or they're magic immune. But we see here a fight. Stonebolt on the water elemental. Okay. He was at experience level 3. And now it shows how much the MK of X crept versus the MK of Lucifer. And he really needs to go back. This blacksmith is still building. I think Lucifer power built it, or he was just late with it. And now preventing creep priest heals and a surround. This is a problem. No more TP. He didn't close the surround invul potion, but again he forces the fight and priests are falling. He has the healing scroll, the invul, the TP, and one more stone bolt. Okay, the priest, but he escapes with his life due to the level 1 of this. Big healing potion, pendant, devotion aura, everything that you want basically. Perfect items. The Archmage has damage items, but he's squishy and he might transition to Blizzard later on to get that priest backline to get them heal themselves instead of the breakers or the MK. The water elementals are gonna get stolen or just dispelled. Okay, this is risky from X. He's gonna lose some footmen here. I think he wants to free up supply. Oh no, he's breaking supply. Okay, he's breaking, going into upkeep. Nicely using the healing ward, and the item is claws plus 12. Not something you want, but it's okay. And he's finishing the expo here, so he's gonna have that advantage. Meanwhile, Lucifer is gonna creepjack him now. He has the level 3. He's now saying, "Come to daddy." Okay, a footman goes down on the stone bolt. Yeah, he'll just TP. He doesn't want to lose these priests. He has the lower amount of breakers and he invested into this. But Lucifer scouted with the footman. And yeah, X needs to pump units now. Lucifer needs to prevent this attack. He has a level lead. He needs to position himself well. He doesn't have any towers here. But on the other side, Lucifer doesn't really have the lumber, and he's pulling more militia. I mean, you don't need much for the breakers and the priests. He's going for a tower push, I guess. And Stormbolt on the priest. Other one is focused. Healing scroll used, I think. On the other side, it still remains the surround, but he has the invul. He needs to use it now. Okay, and he can, yeah, attack the Archmage. Will he live? He needed to attack with his own Archmage. And he kills the hero. This is looking like a GG. He must, yeah, he must use this. The Archmage must live. Set him free, but it will be a trade at least. You cannot really hope for much against the Expo, and Mr. X wins. Seems to have ping issues. As we can see, Lucifer from South Korea, he is playing basically on a handicap here with 170 ping. Meanwhile, the rest have 50, and he still made it into the finals because of the legend he is. And now he scouts. Okay, here we have map number 2 of the lower bracket finals. And both players have their main races, I think. It's Mr. X versus Lucifer, yeah, Undead versus Orc. So I'm not sure if they chose races or they went random again, but this is pretty lucky for them. And this is a best of 3, and we see here the Fasir is attacking, and Lucifer with Undead is very scary. He managed to kill an Acolyte, yeah, in the beginning. Okay, and going to harass more Acolytes. Fast deck, as I said before. Lucifer needs to win this game, and it's looking good for him so far. Oh no! This is excellent for Lucifer now. Counter block. The other ghoul wasn't in time. Speed scroll out. And now this works, I guess, into the Orc's favor. He almost sealed his fate. He would have lost the TP there, or let the Fasir die. And Lucifer is ignoring him. He just wants to creep. He gets an excellent item here. And now he has the aura. This ghoul might go down. He needs 2 more hits. He's gonna deny him, I guess, because the wolves are faster. Oh, no, he doesn't deny. And first blood. Okay, 1 more heal cell remaining. This one is cancelled excellently. Bonus XP from the wolves. He's not... Okay, he denies that one. And tier 2 is here. Torrent Chieftain, and I think this is gonna be Wyverns. He has the lumber, yeah. Double Bestiary versus double Crypt. This might be Garrix. I would love to see Garrix here. But also it might be Fiends. Garrix would be excellent here. The only problem is Batriders. He needs those armor upgrades. And now Mr. X scouts this, and he knows approximately what's coming. There is no statues, there is no destroyers. Destroyers are also good against the Wyverns, but they kinda counter each other. They're great against Hex, but versus the TC they don't really do much. We can see maybe later a Spirit Lodge with Spirit Link from the Walkers, but that is a long way from the state of the game that we are in now. Okay, Lucifer is continuing to creep that level 3. He's not going for the second hero, and Fiend's Web. Okay. This is some additional experience. Oh no, he loses the ghoul. This is some additional experience for the DK to get to level 3 faster. I imagine we'll see the second hero once he has the gold and finishes this camp. But he doesn't want to waste time, I guess, and mana against this. We see the first Wyvern here. Tier 3 is almost finished. The second one is chilling here in the base. Somehow this was attacked. I'm not sure from what. I didn't see a skeleton, maybe a misclick. And a Beastmaster. Oh man, this is what I was hoping. Like, he has webbed fiends and summons that can attack air without dispel. He's a great tower pusher. And yeah, these ghouls can be pretty good against wyverns and raiders that deal additional damage. Once webbed, the fiends might fall easily, And we see here also the TC is level 1. He doesn't have the stump. He's taking care of the shop. This is crucial. This is basically the Achilles heel, the Achilles heel of all races. And the first fiend falls, but they did their job. The second fiend lives, but they web this wyvern, so 1-for-1 trade for now. And there's some coils. The web is ready, and yeah, the ghouls and the quill beasts pick off. This was a nice micro. A little bit lost, okay. And snare. This creep is gonna die, but he needs to TP out. Okay, level 2 stomp unlocked, and quill boar is here. Quill beast, sorry, to cancel some healings here and to take care this wyvern. Oh, he dies. Yeah, and here we see the power of Lucifer. He is excellent and innovative, definitely. Yeah, the orc is gonna get supply stack soon. Yeah, GG, well played. We go to game number 3. Here we have the game 3, the lower bracket finals. And again, both players are random, so Lucifer again got human, and on the other side we see Mr. X also got human, so it's a second human mirror that they play, and we shall see if they go for anything out of the standard. It's really a shame, but this is gonna be nevertheless an interesting game. We see Archmage, and on the other side also Archmage. They really cannot go for other stuff because they do not know that their opponent is human also. So if you go an MK versus you find a Demon Hunter, Beastmaster or something like that, MK can be pretty hard to work in those cases. Or a Farseer or something like that. He really doesn't have the creep speed and the damage of the Archmage. Also the tanking with the water elementals. He's really strong once you get to Stonebolt level 2, but then you need to use potions and stuff to regenerate. Oh, and we see here Mr. X's footman got slowed, and he takes a bunch of damage. That means he will have more, yeah, he'll have a problem regening that up. So he'll have one less footman here creeping this, and in the fights later on. Militia is also slowed. He needs to watch out for this. And on the other side, Lucifer's creeping is clean. Yeah, he's not slowed. Okay, but so far X salvages this well. Everything lives, a bit bruised, and he actually does it faster. This is a great item for militia and footmen for sustain. In the late game, if it ever goes to that, for knights tier 3, it's kinda nice. On the other side, Boots of Quel'Thalas and Cloak of Shadows. Cloak of Shadows can be good against Stormbolt later on, but these are not the items you wanna see. This will be Cell and Mantle on the other side. Faster summon, auto hits in, and okay, Lucifer is backing off a bit. Split creeping, yeah, by both. A lot more militia called here, and tech is not okay. Started now, and X is under pressure. He got level 3. Soon it will be the same case for Lucifer. Oh, but this, yeah, this ability, the cleave AoE, is a bane of militia. And miss from the Archmage. Maybe a surround here. The footman is very low and he dies. Wasn't denied. 2 footmen saved here. And okay. Oh, he forgot the militia. This is gonna be some extra lumber. It's hard to play on 170 ping, definitely. Cloak of Shadows is excellent at this situation. He needs to sell these boots, Queltalas, and buy some speed. And in the main, this is huge. Everything is hurt. The militia is attacking. The vault goes down. Footmen and militia go down. And nothing is yet lost for Lucifer. Another peasant and another one. This is huge. And if the footmen survive, 3 peasants, 2 footmen go down, he'll pick off at least some footmen here. So the difference is 3 peasants, sorry, and a lot of time and lumber on Lucifer's side here. He did forget for some while. Oh, the Archmage! Oh, he dies. Level 4, and now this is looking like a GG. He can maybe salvage this. Oh, he also has close attack from this camp. He can do basically whatever. He needs to watch out. He will have a water elemental soon, but he needs to not get burned. And once you summon this, 2 water elementals in the base against none, and these are gonna be additional peasants going down. Archmage Irinabot from the tavern. He can force a TP if he traps him here, but it's too late. And yeah, this is a slaughter. Some are saved here, but we arrive at tier 2. MK is coming, but the lumber is non-existent. Meanwhile, on the other side, lumber is of plenty. And we see a double sanctum here, and here there is no way you can go for even one. He'll have it soon. I'm not sure if he saved all the peasants here or did some die. He can, yeah, he can buy a shredder, but this is 400 gold almost. 375 I think it's here, or maybe 400 on this patch. The MK is coming. Here the MK is already out, but the vault is late, so he anyway needs priests, so it's not a big deal. Maybe for a scroll of healing or something like that, if the MK is here, but he chooses to creep the middle. The MK is in the base, coming in. And we see an experience lead. Okay, now he has the lumber to go for the sanctums. Just a bit more to get the double one going. He's going tier 3. He wants to try for the knights. This is maybe the last resort. And again, terrible item. This can be good against the peasants. And a footman dies. Bolt for the elemental. Okay. Footman dies. We trade some footmen here, but we can see with priest help here, it gets 30 HP, 25, something like that. That they regen per cast of heal. Yeah, 25. Okay. 24 foot against 35. And he has dispel now. This is a huge advantage. Double dispel maybe. I know what they're pinging. Okay. And level 2. Experience lead growing. These items are insane here. Gloves for more bash and more stone bolts with circlet. Boots on the MK. And the enemy is naked. I don't know why he's not selling this stuff. Okay, focus on the priests. Counter bolt on the MK. Dispel here and trying to save this one. One more bolt maybe soon, but the breaker comes in and he's denying the bolt. The mana is regening, but every hit, and the MK falls. Huge lead, huge lead. We are basically waiting for X to GG out, but he wants to try for this tier 3 to come up. But still, he'll have Sorks ready as the counter. And he's just diving for the Archmage. He has the bolt soon, if he's not burned, and he's burned. Okay. Massive experience lead, at least. Yeah, can get 2 more peasants, maybe a shredder surround, or bolt on the shredder. Okay, forcing the fight here. Bash, the MK, he's probably dead again. He's blocking himself with the elemental and the shredder. Oh, the bash, and the MK dies again. He's going for the paladin, but he needs to cancel that and just revive the MK, right? On the other side, Lucifer has the expo and just pumping, yeah, Sorks against the knights. You really cannot build knights here without the breakers to counter the slow. Means it's a huge advantage here. And he also does, oh, he doesn't have the blacksmith. GG. Well played, and Lucifer advances to the finals. Okay guys, here we have the grand finals of this Irinabot tournament. Here we see Jandos, Warcraft 3, with the orc. This is the race he chose. And on the top we see Lucifer, also with orc. He got this on random. So Jandos needs to scout this, and he is doing that. This might be hard for Lucifer, but yeah, he really he needed to go for random because of the tournament rules, because he's basically the one of the strongest players here, and they're required to go random. We see a Blade Master versus a Blade Master, Grunt versus Fast Tech, but this is walled off because Lucifer knows it's a Blade Master or Orc on the other side. Maybe the wolves can slip into the cracks, but this is very good positions. I'm not sure if these burrows can defend each other. I think so. But okay, we see creeping here, and Lucifer is going for the circlets. He's gonna buy maybe both circlets. He can actually creep this ogre perhaps. But no, he gets the second circlet and goes for the attack, for the kill. He can cancel some healing here, but he doesn't want to reveal himself yet. The better target is the lumber peons. You really want to destroy that lumber economy for your opponent. Tech has started here, and maybe a peon, yeah, he goes down. Excellent. This will delay tier 2 buildings and some heroes. He's just draining resources from him. The Blade Master can maybe get blocked here with some additional building like a burrow, but it seems not to be the case, and you can even sacrifice him. I mean, he's doing here a lot. We see here one peon is mining here, and 2 peons go down. This is huge. Meanwhile, Jandos is just creeping here on the other side. He really needed to defend this. Sent a grunt, but we shall see how this goes. Lucifer can just recover now, and he can go back in. He built the barracks. This is key also, you need some grunts later on. You can build them anyways. This is the new build basically, and this is more classic. And yeah, he's just creeping and he's allowing his opponent to harass his base. Difference in the gold mines is already like over, yeah, 220 gold difference. And another Fian falls. This is looking gruesome. But the Blade Master will be level 3 against the Blade Master maybe level 2, I think, in the fights. once that goes down. But really, if we look at the lumber, tier 2 is almost done, and we have 4 peons on lumber remaining. He's building a war mill also. Shadow Hunter is coming out already, since it was a faster tech. And we have 3 grunts against 2 grunts and a hero. And what will be the tech for Michael? I think it's Raider Walker grunts or shamans perhaps, but shamans. Yeah, so we see a Spirit Lodge and we see no Bestiary. Now maybe it's coming up here. Okay, Bestiary, standard, what we can expect. And he has the big lead. The only advantage that Jandos has is the Blade Master level 3 and these claws with the ring. I guess claws are much better on this patch. But now he cannot cancel this since the Shadow Hunter is out and he cannot kill any peons. And he doesn't have a way to escape. He has the Windwalk level 2 that lasts longer, but yeah, he can disrupt some creeping by some time. Hex, okay, and this is gonna finish. There is no dust. Jandos has the dust, and here we are waiting for the Shadow Hunter and the Spirit Lodge. And yeah, the raiders are gonna be really late. I think he also replenished the peon lines he got to for more lumber, so we here see 6 peons. And the gold difference is still 250 gold. Shadow Hunter creeping this, so this is gonna be a nice item. Game changing items are here and nice experience. He hacks this, so there's no inner fire. This is excellent. And on the other side, more circlets. I think he got this one. And the item still on the grabs. A Witch Doctor, Sentry Wards, excellent against the blade. He has the time for it, and he's actually going for the training to have stasis traps and healing wards, maybe. And are there are no walkers, or am I not seeing any? 4 grunts, they must not fall. And yeah, we see now a walker is coming. You'll need to research Dispel, and this guy can control the map. He actually cancelled the upgrade. It was maybe a misclick. He has the upgrade Brute Strength for the grunts. On the other side we don't have that, so more HP, more damage. But he has only 2. The first raider is here with the Ensnare ready. Second raider coming. Okay, buying a healing scroll. This is weird. Okay, I mean, you wanna get weight from your opponent, but you will have less army for it. Okay, walkers doesn't have, he doesn't have the disenchant for the hex. This is huge. Level 3 Blade Master, level 2 Shadow Hunter, and we see now the Sentry Ward and the levels are coming into play. Healing scroll sold for the scroll of healing. I really think you need that. Okay, bigger, greater healing potion. This item, and especially the Hellstone, would have been amazing. Okay, 39 supply against 43. Jandos is taking a lead a bit. He needs to spend a lot to heal these guys. Okay, Disenchant is ready and he wants to push him. 2 raiders, 2 grunts, Spirit Walker, and we see the fight. He cancels all the healing, 2 ensnares, and 2 grunts fall down straight away. Sentry Ward, Blade cannot escape with the invis, and he also has the Windwalk level 2. He didn't skill the critical strike, which is essential basically when you're behind. This is his comeback mechanic. He Spirit Lick the peons, take less damage. Now he needs to take them back, I think. He has the lumber. Maybe he'll go for a tower push. I hope that wasn't me lagging. Okay, potion of mana also level 3. He's gonna creep this camp, maybe a creep jack from Lucifer. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. He wastes some mana, he got boulder slowed. Yeah, Ensnare is falling. He's focusing on the peons, maybe a Shadow Hunter out of position. He has this, yeah, the healing scroll only. Dispel, speed scroll level 3. He can heal now. And this is chaos. The creep camp is fighting everything. I don't know what is going on, but I think Lucifer is winning this game. Maybe the creeps turn against him, betray him. We shall see. Another grunt. Raiders are saved. There is more healing here. Yeah, one more. Heal. Oh, the blade. Sentry ward. And yeah, GG. Well played. We go to game number 2. Here we are, guys, at the second game of the grand final. Jandos is taking the Blade Master and building the barracks. We see he is talking with the organizer, okay, for some future cups maybe, building a shop. And on the other side the question is, what has Lucifer got? What is his race, since he is random? And he got human. This might be favorable for Jandos. I love it when the peasants here glitch out and block each other. And Jandos scouts him. Okay, we see an Archmage, standard so far. 2 farms. We're gonna see maybe, yeah, there's 2 farms, just, it's gonna be a tech, perhaps a fast tech, and that would indicate maybe a push on tier 2, but we shall see what he goes for. Jandos is here creeping with the grunt, gonna get a nice item. He's gonna go for the shop. Okay, gloves of haste, and this is actually the old Echo Isles. There is no middle green camps. Okay, same item on both sides. The Grot is going to scout the base to see what is going on, and yeah, it was the 2 farm tech. And Jandos is going for the shop. He's teching as well, placing a burrow down. And it seems like Lucifer or Lucael is evading him, and he's creeping this. Meanwhile, circlet bot, and will he be able to steal this? And he does. Excellent. He's a bit surrounded here, but on this patch there is no cooldown. On the Windwalk he's pressuring the Archmage now, and he gets this one also. Okay, 2 creeps stolen, and the last Murloc goes to Lucifer. The foot is hurt, the aim is hurt. Also on this patch you have only 1 boots in the shop, and it seems like Jandos is going just for that. Yeah, he's waiting for it and going to harass the Archmage as much as possible, not let him reach level 3. He's already level 2, which is okay, he has the aura, but you really need that level 2 water elementals to crush these burrows. Blade Master finds the footman but doesn't find the Archmage. Maybe he'll go here and creep this and get closer to level 3. Okay, 4 farms here, more and more footmen. Another one dies. Okay. This is an excellent map for the Blade Master. He can really get a lot of good items. But he needs to watch out for the Archmage. He mustn't let him creep, otherwise he'll fall off heavily on tier 2 when Sorks come and Mountain King and stuff like that. Okay, he gets the elemental. He's 2 XP away actually. And the Murlocs, oh, they net the footman, and he's gonna go down. We see a second grunt, third one coming from Jandos. Tier 2 is almost done, and on the other side Oh, a Beastmaster here as a second hero. He's really gonna push those burrows with the Quill Beasts and Water Elementals. He's already summoning it, so he'll have the second one once the mana regens up and the cooldown goes down. So how can Jandos defend this? Let's see. Nice repair. The Beastmaster is kinda stuck here. The Footman is low, Archmage is low. He's trying to run away. The Archmage is pressured by the grunts, and now this burrow is under attack. He's nicely walling him off to not let the Beastmaster escape. He's really focusing him, but he needs to block this also. And yeah, this peon might... Oh no. He had room to get out. Okay. Both heroes pressured this burrow. Massive repair here. There are no tier 2 buildings still. He really needs to first address this. And the Archmage runs away. The Beastmaster 22 HP, one more hit, and he's dead. And a little bit more. And he summons the Quill Beast to just to spite the Blade Master. He can use it here to harass some more. The burrow is held, of course. There aren't enough footmen, and the water elementals aren't level 2. But this is heavy investments due to the repair and delaying the tech buildings. Now they're coming up, and one footman is hexed. He's gonna pay the price, maybe. If Jandos doesn't forget about him, he's trying to deal with this first. And yeah, meanwhile the third 2 buildings for the human, for Lucifer, are done. Already Sorks are coming. He's a bit supply stuck. Now they're coming, okay. And here, yeah, we already see 2 Sorks and 2 priests. He's regening up and has ivory towers. He's definitely gonna go all in now. Meanwhile, Jandos is creeping here, and we'll probably see some raiders and walkers, but walkers need to be up in the field. Then you need to research the disenchant. And okay, Michael is here. Lucifer, sorry, is taking a side step from the push, maybe to reach level 3 on the Archmage. That will be amazing. And you really want those peasants to work, to be in peasant mode once they arrive. And this is not looking good for Jandos. He's starting to creep here the mercenary camp. He can take some mercenaries like a berserker, abolish magic, and ogre maul, or maybe some slow mud golem. But yeah, he only has 2 tier 2 units. Now the peons are coming in to repair. We see the ivory towers and 5 peasants here. They are dealing damage as well. Okay, he's pressuring the bestiary, summoning more elementals. He's not level 3 yet. And Sorks actually do bonus damage, and priests do bonus damage against heavy armor burrows. So here he is engaging, Jandos is, and he's getting slowed. Spirit Link applied, but now he doesn't have the disenchant. Actually, he doesn't have it at all. It's now researching. And a burrow goes down, so he's supply stuck. He cannot build any more units after this. He really needs to repair this and remake a burrow and re-engage, otherwise these towers are gonna come up. They're almost finished. Yeah, the arcane tower is finished, and the blade will be out of mana. Maybe the Shadow Hunter after that. He's focusing the tower 99%, and he gets it. Okay. Yeah, there is no dispel still, and you can see everything is slowed, but the Archmage is surrounded. He has the TP. He's gonna try to force the TP. Peon surround, hex, and he dies. Okay, he dies with the TP, so the human really cannot retreat here. Heal wave comes in, everything is slowed, even the peons. This is excellent to get the peons involved. The slow was on auto cast, and another surround here. The Blade Master, can he get out again with the peons? And he's dead also. So 2 heroes down for Lucifer. This is a good comeback, but everything is slowed. The Blade Master is low. He has the evil potion, and he's focusing the towers. They're the only damage dealers remaining, basically. And one tower goes down, only the arcane, but the orc army is also falling. Berserker, Grunts, Spirit Walker. The last tower is down, and now he needs to chase these Sorks. It's hard with all that slow. And the Breakers don't have mana still, but in the future they can get that Spirit Link on their side. And Jandos is left on 31. Good thing now is he's not supply stuck on the bright side. And how is Lucifer doing here? Okay, he's reviving the AM. Next up is the Beastmaster and building more breakers. This is an interesting choice. He didn't want to go for the rifles. They're good against headhunters, and they can steal Spirit Link. But yeah, he doesn't want to invest money for blacksmith. Okay, we see a Kodo Beast by Randos. Additional damage. +3 on the Shadow Hunter, and Headhunters +3. Blade slightly more. And now Lucifer gets that level 3 that he was wanting for so long. He gets the claws, has the healing potion. The Beastmaster is out. Get the clarity running, and he's on Invis even coming. He's on 44 supply, probably gonna push again, because the Beastmaster falls off once the orc has enough dispel. I don't know if he could have gone here for the shamans with purge. Would that change things here? Peon being lazy here. And he bought clarities, and he's regening. He's rebuilt his army. He's on 39. But the problem is he's broke here. He doesn't have the resources. He has barely anything. And constant harass here. Yeah, one Quill Beast to rule them all. He killed one peon here. He killed one peon and forced them all out of the gold mine. Level 3 on the SH, but here comes the Creep Jack and Slow Trap comes in. Also, the Kodo is out of position. Item on the ground, claws +6, excellent. Blade +18, but the Kodo Beast, there is one dispel here, but there's so much slow, and 3 units might go down. The Kodo, this Headhunter, and probably the Walker. Ethereal Form, nice save, but only for so long. The magic damage just plows through this. And death by priests and sorks. Right click. Okay, and the army is on 39 supply again. Another Kodo Beast coming out. And a Raider behind that. Now the Spirit Link is stolen on the Archmage. He has items, Heal Scroll, Lesser Invul. Everything is slowed. The Beastmaster is Invis. The Walker is getting focused. The only dispel that the orc has. Hex, Invis. The Walker falls. The Kodo has eaten something. And everything is slowed again. And human didn't lose anything. The priests are healing everything up. And this is looking like a GG. The Archmage is focused, but you can see the blade with all his damage and critting. He doesn't do a lot. His attack speed is ruined. And this looks like a 2-0. We won't have a full series, but it was close with the hero kills. I'm expecting at any moment that Jandos will GG out. The blade dies and GG. Yeah. Congrats to Lucifer winning this Grandfinals 2-0. It was a long road from losing the first game, going into the lower bracket and winning the whole thing in the end. It was very fun playing this. I hope we see more. See you next time. Bye bye.